New cars are supposed to be better. More tech, better fuel economy, more features. But here's the problem. New doesn't always mean reliable. Some of the newest SUVs on the market are already showing early warning signs. And if you're not careful, you could end up spending thousands on repairs way sooner than you expect.
Number 5. Nissan Rogue. The Nissan Rogue looks like a smart buy on paper. It's affordable, modern, fuel-efficient, and packed with features. On the surface, it checks all the boxes most buyers are looking for in a compact SUV. But underneath, there are a few things that make long-term ownership a bit uncertain. The biggest concern is the engine. This newer generation uses a 1.5-liter three-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's designed for efficiency, not long-term durability under stress. Smaller turbo engines can work well, but they also run hotter and harder, which can lead to more wear over time. Then there's the transmission. Nissan is still using a CVT, and while it's improved compared to older versions, CVTs are still one of the most debated components when it comes to long-term reliability. They're smooth, they're efficient, but they're not always known for lasting well under heavy use. Another factor is how much tech is packed into the vehicle. More sensors, more systems, more electronics, all of that adds convenience, but also increases the number of things that can potentially go wrong over time. Now, this doesn't mean the Rogue is a bad SUV. It just means it's still relatively new and not fully proven long-term. And that's exactly where the risk comes in. Number 4. Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer is one of the most popular SUVs in North America. It looks strong, it's practical, and it offers a lot of space for families. But popularity doesn't always equal reliability. Since the 2020 redesign, there have been consistent complaints from owners about transmission behavior and overall refinement. Some drivers report rough shifting, hesitation, or inconsistent performance in certain driving conditions. And when it comes to transmissions, small issues can turn into expensive ones over time. Another concern is build quality. Some models have shown interior rattles, fit and finish inconsistencies, and electronic glitches. None of these issues alone are deal breakers, but when they start adding up, they affect the ownership experience. The Explorer is also fairly complex compared to older SUVs. More tech, more systems, more features, which again increases the number of things that can potentially go wrong. To be fair, many owners have no major problems, but the pattern of complaints is consistent enough to raise questions about long-term durability.
Number 3. Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler is one of the most iconic vehicles on the road. It's built for off-road capability, adventure, and style. But reliability has never been its strongest side. One of the most talked about issues is something known as the death wobble, a steering instability that can occur at higher speeds after hitting bumps. While not every Wrangler experiences it, it's been widely reported and discussed. Then there's ride quality. This isn't a comfortable highway SUV. It's built for rough terrain, and that design comes with trade-offs. Less stability at high speeds, more wear on suspension components, a rougher daily driving experience. Another factor is build consistency. Wranglers are known to vary from unit to unit. Some are solid, others develop issues earlier than expected, especially if they're driven hard, which many of them are. And that's the key point. This is a vehicle designed to be pushed. And when a vehicle is pushed regularly, long-term durability becomes harder to predict. If you buy it for what it is, an off-road machine, it makes sense. But as a long-term, low-maintenance daily SUV, it's a much riskier choice. Number 2. Chevrolet Tahoe. The Chevrolet Tahoe is big, powerful, and extremely capable. It's one of the most popular full-size SUVs for families and towing, but newer models have introduced a level of complexity that can work against long-term reliability. One of the main concerns is the 10-speed automatic transmission. It's designed for efficiency and performance, but it's also more complex than older transmissions. Some owners have reported issues like rough shifting, hesitation, and inconsistent behavior. And with a vehicle this size, transmission repairs are not cheap. Then there's the electronics. Modern Tahoes are packed with technology, driver assistance systems, digital displays, and multiple control modules. All of that improves comfort, but also increases the number of potential failure points. Another factor is cost. Even small repairs on a vehicle like this can add up quickly. So while the Tahoe is extremely capable, it's not necessarily the safest choice if your goal is long-term, low-cost ownership.
Number 1. Jeep Grand Cherokee L. The Grand Cherokee L looks like a premium SUV, and in many ways it is. It's comfortable, well-designed, and packed with features. But it's also one of the most commonly reported SUVs when it comes to early ownership issues. A lot of complaints center around electronics. Owners have reported infotainment glitches, sensor issues, warning lights appearing unexpectedly. These aren't always major mechanical failures, but they can be frustrating, especially in a newer vehicle. There are also concerns about overall build quality. Some units show trim misalignment, small but noticeable defects, inconsistent assembly. Again, not catastrophic, but not what you expect at this price point. The biggest issue is consistency. Some owners have zero problems. Others run into multiple small issues early on, and that kind of inconsistency is exactly what makes a vehicle risky, because you don't always know what you're getting. The Grand Cherokee L has a lot to offer, but if your priority is long-term reliability and peace of mind, there are safer options out there. Not every new car is a bad choice, but not every new car is a safe bet either. If you're buying new, it's not just about features or looks, it's about what happens after 50,000 miles, because that's when the real cost of ownership begins.